You're tuning into Black Fire Radio.
You're now listening to the best music. 1 hour of the hottest tracks and coolest mashups of the moment.
Feel the freshness.
Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to Let's Talk with George on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Friday. I hope your week has been magical, peaceful, all the good things. But welcome to Let's Talk with George, an amazing conversation coming in. Remember, you can literally follow us on all the social media platform. Download our app on the Google Play Store. It is super free to download on the Android device. Also, you can stream on www.blackhotfirenetwork.com for amazing healthy supplement apparel clothing with the Black Hot Fire Radio logo on it.
You're now listening to the best music. 1 hour of the hottest tracks and coolest mashups of the moment.
Happy days, family. That's literally the song of celebration right there. Chill out with my darling. It's your girl, the lovely Iwiton Longoria on Let's Pop with Iwiton. And today's conversation, before we basically talk about or basically showcase some of the supplements that you have on our website, is Reparations with the one and only Reparation with me in the building. But before we introduce Reparations today, let's listen in to the health and benefits of some of the supplements we do have for you on our website to give you an idea of what you should definitely be expecting.
Beetroot, nature's powerhouse. Packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and nitrates, it's known to support heart health, boost stamina, and improve blood circulation. Our beetroot is naturally grown and harvested at peak ripeness. The roots are cleaned, dried, and finely ground to preserve their rich nutrition content, giving you all the benefits in one pure form. Add 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder to your juice, smoothie, or water, or take it in capsule form as recommended by your healthcare provider. Beetroot helps enhance endurance, lower blood pressure, and keep you feeling energized and balanced all day. Fuel your body with the natural power of beetroot. Stay strong, stay healthy. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
$20.90. Remember, health is your wealth. But remember, you can definitely get all the other supplements on our website. You can stream on www.blackhotfirenetwork.com and also download our app if you're using the Android device. It's super free to get these all supplements and also apparel clothing with the Black Hot Fire Radio. Again, I'm sending you so much love and light this beautiful afternoon. Before we start a conversation, I have Reparations with me in the building. How are you doing, girl? I don't think I've lost her again. But before we actually officially introduced Reparation. I think she's going to join us again. Remember, you can get all these supplements on our website on the www.blackhotfireradio logo on it. Before she come in, let's continue with the playlist of the day.
What is it that they told you? Telling me how to be fully in the corner, telling me how to be fully in
Hello, Reparations. How you doing? Reparations, are you there? Can you hear me? Alrighty, just a moment before she joins us again. Hello there, Reparations. Can you hear me right now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Reparation, how are you doing?
I'm great.
Okay, there you go. But do we have a bad connection?
Very bad. I can't even believe it. It's
Oh
kicking
my
me in and
God.
out.
I'm so sorry
Yeah.
about that. I hope you're going to be able to do this.
I hope so too.
How are you doing? You shared a video with me of a Ghanaian lady calling out Ibrahim Toure to come and basically help Ghana with the government.
Yes. That
Yes.
Ghanaian.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, the Ghanaian lady was actually me. It
Oh
was
my gosh,
the
yes. Because I'm like, who's this girl? I think I know her. Oh my gosh. Look at how I'm like, is this preparation? Because she looks like you.
yes, it was me.
On the
So
streets.
yes, of Accra on
Can
the
I find that
30th.
video? Uh-huh. Can I find that video on YouTube? Or it's not possible. I can try and share that video right away. Reparations, are you there? I don't know how to do this, but I will try and find that video of reparations on the street actually calling on Ibrahim Traore to literally come and help with the government of Ghana. Literally, the awakening has started. But before we move forward, we were talking about the fact that Ibrahim Traore launches free land distributions for citizens. Just a recap of what we definitely know.
Burkina Faso.
Just a minute as we basically share this video, and also before Reparation definitely joins us again. She's having a bad connection on her end, but also I'll share the video of Reparations on the street. Literally calling out on Ibrahim Traore.
So declared every inch of its land state-owned and banned foreigners from ever claiming it again. But what shook the world wasn't that decision. It was where this land is going next. No one saw it coming. So what exactly does Traore plan to do with all this land? Let's find out. It wasn't a protest. It wasn't a coup. It wasn't even televised. Yet in one stroke of a pen, Burkina Faso did what entire continents have tiptoed around for decades. It reclaimed the ground beneath its own feet, not with slogans, not with diplomats, but with a law, a hard, irreversible law that redefined ownership itself. The new policy is radical, not because it's aggressive, but because it's honest. It admits what no one in global politics wants to say out loud, that African land, in its current form, has become a currency, a tool for those who don't live on it, work it, or understand it to profit from it. So Traore's government ended the charade. The reform states all land, urban or rural, belongs to the Burkinabe state, not to landlords, not to old colonial families, and certainly not to international developers waiting to build golf resorts on sacred soil. From now on, the government holds the title and the people hold the power to access it, not through purchase, but through national belonging. This isn't privatization, it's a break from it. In practical terms,
As I always talk about this subject, that Ibrahim Traore is a light for a lot of Africans to actually rise up and start taking their place. And basically, his aura of awakening, his aura of confidence and pride is actually affecting a lot of Africans all over to actually understand who they are, to understand their identity. And before I move forward with this video in regards to Ibrahim Traore launches free land distribution for its citizen, we're gonna share a video of Reparation, my guest who's literally having a bad connection, but I hope she's gonna work it out, on how she was on the street calling on Ibrahim Traore to literally come help with the government of Ghana. Here we go.
Hands up Tuareg. Ghana, Africa must unite. And hands up Tuareg. We love positive coup d'etat. Nobody in Africa or Burkina Faso has a problem with Ibrahim Tuareg doing coup d'etat. Some of us in Ghana are praying that he will take over Ghana too. Because
And the caption is Ghanaian woman calls for Captain Traore to take over Ghana too. I thought it was literally Reparations. She's having a very, very bad connectivity on her end.
if truly we are united, Burkina is Ghana, Ghana is Burkina. Abraham Traore, we love you. Continue what you are doing. Come and take over Ghana. Close the borders, the embassies, foreign companies, and collect reparations before you kick them out. These people, don't waste your pride and dignity on them. Don't pay any more bills. Touch them. Close the borders. Demand reparations and kick them out of Africa once and for all.
It looks like Reparation was literally on a protest here, and she was actually calling on Captain or for Captain Traore to take over Ghana. This is really amazing, but she's having a bad connection. Hoping she's joining us in a bit.
Yeah. Good to see you. Tuareg. Africa. 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 Traore. 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 Africa. 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 Traore. 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 Africa. 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 Traore. 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 Tuareg. Ghana, Africa must unite and hands up Tuareg. We love positive coup d'etat. Nobody in Africa or Burkina Faso has a problem with Ibrahim Tuareg doing coup d'etat. Some of us in Ghana are praying that he will take over Ghana too. Because if truly we are united, Burkina is Ghana, Ghana is Burkina. Abraham Traore, we love you. Continue what you are doing. Come and take over Ghana. Close the borders, the embassies, foreign companies, and collect reparations before you kick them out. These people, don't waste your pride and dignity on them. Don't pay any more bills. Touch them. Close the borders. Demand reparations and kick them out of Africa once and for all.
Reparations, how are you doing? Can you hear me right now? Reparations, can you hear me? But welcome, Mr. Blackout Fire. I hope Mr. Blackout Fire can hear me right now.
I can hear you too.
Okay, welcome. That was you in that video, huh?
Yes.
Look at you being all Pan-Africanist. Look at you. That's amazing. That's a really amazing video, honestly. When was that?
On the 30th of April, when the world stood in support for Ibrahim Tuareg and telling the world that they should take their hands and their eyes and their everything off Ibrahim Tuareg and Africa.
Right. I can see the fearlessness in you and the rest of the people to literally, like, it's time to reclaim Africa back.
100%.
It's amazing because there was an election in Uganda, and some of the Kenyan activists actually went all the way to Uganda to protest with them, you know?
That's so beautiful. There was a lot of different African people joined the protest. Well, a lot of Burkina Faso people. At some point, there was one started at the Independence Square, and we walked all the way to the Burkina Faso embassy. So at that point when we reached there, the way we were just so excited to just even see each other, all you know is that Africa is united in the heart of the people. And now we must just make sure that everything works out and we protect Ibrahim Tuareg at all costs, and we hurry up and unite and no long terms because it's overdue. This is a very dangerous season in time. World War III is here. Africans and Black people globally, we're too vulnerable. We are way too vulnerable. So we can't keep on doing the old things. We have to rise up and grab it because the world is in trouble and some will survive. We just have to make sure that we are the ones who always survive and come through. So we need to make the transition as smooth as possible. Enough of the separation.
Right. I definitely go literally on our next our neighbors, like the Ugandans, right? I've mentioned that we had some of our Kenyan activists who literally went and helped the Ugandans to protest against the president, you know, the president of Uganda. But the ones who are joining us right now, thank you for joining us on YouTube, YouTube Rumble. It's your girl, Iritan Longoria, and my beautiful guest, the Queen, Reparation, Mr. Newsom in the building. I hope you all are doing amazing and you had a beautiful, fantastic week. Before we move forward, Reparation, this goes to you. For those who maybe do not know more about or a little depth about the government of Ghana, can you actually give us a brief about it?
The government of Ghana is appalling. It's a disgrace. The only thing good about Mahama is he's slightly better than Nanado. Nanado is a lunatic on a different level. He's a lunatic president, just like Russia. Russia cannot be trusted. So what is currently going on in Ghana is that Ghana, on the onset of World War III, has poisoned 98% of her water bodies, and we all sit in it. Mahama has been here for 120 plus days. He started with a thank you tour. In the meantime, Ghana is in crisis. Our water bodies are poisoned. People have already started dying. Everybody currently living in Ghana is dying by slow poison because all our water bodies are destroyed.
Right.
People cannot be trusted. Look at how we do ourselves. We need Africa to unite, yes, 100%, and it will happen. But it's not going to happen with this current system.
Right.
Yes, Ghana, when they go close to Abraham Tuareg, as much as I'm a Ghanaian, I am infuriated by it because black excellence. Look at Abraham Tuareg. He's put his life down for his people. And it came out of 5. Do you think it's easy to arrest and imprison your childhood friend who is part of the government, who is so corrupt? You don't expect Abraham Tuareg, Niger, Mali, all these African countries to arrest and imprison their corrupt leaders and then turn around to do business with Ghana, who is working with all their corrupt leaders. Mahama hasn't even arrested one person. So that's a recipe for disaster. Ghana are not mentally ready to be on the same level as Abraham Tuareg, and that shows in our actions. The embassy finance minister, what's his name, that guy, Kenoforiaka, at the end of the day, everybody is guilty in Ghana, including the citizens, including myself, yes? But there are some people who are doing worse than others. So Kenoforiata, who was the finance minister, who invested all the money, drained Ghana dry, him, his family and friends. Ghana, Bahamas, Karama him and do.
I'm losing your.
He ran away to America. That's not good enough for them. And they're all sick. The karma is dealing with them well. Half a half dead. Half man walking, zombie. They already have them. But they must continue their life in prison. So anyway, they issued that him, and he came back to Ghana and had the audacity to sue the government of Ghana, and nothing has been done. Mahama hasn't arrested one person. He's going around doing thank you tour. He hasn't addressed the water situation, which is a crisis. A crisis. There's a formula, a candidate. Yes. So right now, what Abraham Tuareg, like the youth of Ghana, the youth of Africa are crying out to him to be the president of Africa. We need a military regime that will get us all on one page. We can't afford to wait for it to organically happen. It may never happen that way. We need a strict regime, not only for us to get elected and get on board, also for the security and the protection of Abraham Tuareg. Suggestion: Abraham Tuareg has done a successful coup d'etat in Burkina. The regime making Burkina so beautiful and working, and the whole world has tapped into that positivity. That regime must be taken within all the neighboring countries for security. Right now, Ghana is open. Ghana is not to be trusted. So therefore, if there was a united Africa, it only makes logic that after taking over Burkina Faso and putting them under a good regime, you go to the neighboring countries next. Luckily, Mali and Niger have joined, but it's only logical and strategic to go after Ghana next. So we need Ibrahim Tuareg to move into Ghana. Ghana is so open. Ghana's
Right.
security is so, the Chinese can wake up one day and just take over Ghana. And before
Right.
that happens, we need Ibrahim Tuareg to take over. That will give him security. These people care about themselves more than anything else. Once the borders of Ghana are closed, it's a little bit safer for Ibrahim Tuareg. Also, Ghana can be put under a strict regime. You understand? All these corrupt ministers must go. There has to
Right.
be a law and order. We must start fixing, because our water affects Ibrahim Tuareg directly. We're his neighbor. So Ghana is polluting all the river bodies within Western Africa, and that cannot be allowed to happen. Women are giving birth to deformed babies. People in African Ghanaian villages have rashes all over them. Some have died. There's a huge dialysis crisis in Ghana. So many people are on dialysis. Ghana is in crisis. We call out to Ibrahim Tuareg, not only for his security, but for the development and prosperity of Africa, to come and take over Ghana, because Ghana is just full of corrupt, wicked leaders who just are not to be trusted. They came to straight up do what the white man and the devil does: kill, steal, destroy. And Mahama is just a little bit better than Nanado. Right now, Galamsey hasn't stopped since Mahama has been in power for 120 days. The major difference with Galamsey right now is that the NPP boys have switched to NDC boys. Yes, and please, the world, do not take those headlines or the words that come out of these politicians, especially in Ghana, seriously. They are headlines. All they are is talk. There's been no action, absolutely no action. Like, we can't keep on doing the same things and watch our Ibrahim Tuareg, in the power of our ancestors and what is bestowed upon us. And when we learn to tap into that, we'll live to be over 120 along with me. Africa has come for a new dawn. Abraham Tuareg, what he has to do is, if we are not strong enough yet, right? If Russia, for Russia to be trusted by Africans, we are demanding that Russia give Ibrahim Tuareg some nuclear weapons so that he can defend himself. If we are, please, you cannot be my friend just because we have a common enemy. That's a dangerous kind of relationship. The West and white people have never been for Africa. Their actions have shown it. So if Russia or China or anybody in sincerely wants to help Ibrahim Traoré, the only thing we want is some of your nuclear weapons. Everybody back up. We know how to handle ourselves. With your nuclear weapons, right? We've been fine without nuclear weapons, so not fine anyway, because we are doing very without the nuclear weapons. But if you claim it's the nuclear weapons that will give us the power, give us the nuclear weapons. As soon as he comes back from Russia with the nuclear weapons, he should not step foot out of Africa again. He should not talk to any white man again. Close all the borders within Africa. That's so easy to do. The security in Ghana is laughable.
I'm sorry. You've said, I'm so sorry to cut you off. You've said after he gets the nuclear weapons, he should definitely close all the borders in regards to their relation with Russia. Is that what you said? Can you hear me?
Yes.
You said after he's definitely gotten a hold of the weapons, he should basically scrape off his alignment with the Russians.
Yes. They are not to be trusted. And once you have that, those things, right, then you have the power. And then when you come back, immediately close everything off, hold everything. France will not do that.
Reparations. What are you going to do with all Airtime's white fans? What are you going to do with them? What are they gonna do with all the airtime white friends in Kenya? What are they gonna do with them?
If really and truly we are to see any progress from this so-called relationship we're having with Russia, this is the time that you negotiate for all the essentials you need. The nuclear, the whatever plane in the air, donate all those things. Make my military immediate because you have the resources to also do it. Then I know that, hey, yes, this man is for me because he's made me independent. So if Russia wants to get involved in Africa, this is what the African people want. We want a whole heap of nuclear weapons, a whole heap of flight, whatever, Air Force weapons in the air, in the submarine, all the gear we need. We want you to give it to us. Then we know that your donations are worth it. Other than that, we don't want to know. We surely do not want to know. That one we can tap back into our ancestors and do what the Haitians did and voodoo you because we will be better off. The white man can never be trusted. He's not going to change today because of Ibrahim Tuareg. A few years ago, just less than 3 years ago, look at how war came. The way they treated Africans, and you think this, please, I beg you, you cannot be my friend just because we have a common enemy. No relationship can be formed within white people and black people. So black people get to where we need to get to, then we can afford to have these useless relationships. But right now, no.
You've also mentioned something very pivotal in regards to Ibrahim Traoré literally coming to Ghana to take over, but also the fact that we have leaders who are in this position for their own common interest or basically unselfish interest. Don't you think that will cause a little bit of conflict?
Of course, it would definitely cause conflict.
Because
but you have
also the president, your president, or all the presidents we have in Africa will not just step down just like that.
They don't have no choice if it's a coup d'etat and they have a serious brother like Abraham Traoré and we have to stop this negative impression we have of coup d'etat. Look at the 21st century coup d'etat. Name one coup d'etat that has happened in Africa in the last 5 years that has been bloodshed. Smooth. Maybe we have to find another word for coup d'etat. Do you understand? Regime, military, whatever.
Right.
Coup d'etat. And as I said, the security in Ghana is so lapsed.
Talked about that.
Old Mahama and all these old ministers and everything, if they've taken over you, you're under a new regime and you are not happy, who cares? And this is how you get the people on board. Please listen very well. Once the borders are closed, right? You can demand reparations, right? Because look at all the citizens you're going to get in Ghana alone. Then you move straight to Nigeria. You take those two people first. Do you understand? All those things will be up for negotiation. With the reparations that you get, you immediately send it to the people and start defending yourself even better. Do you understand? And cripple them so that they don't have money to be wasting to give people 55 million to come and shoot Ibrahim and all that nonsense. Do you understand? That money, you give it directly to the people that you have taken over their country. Just like how Gaddafi just hooked up all the Libyans, made life comfortable. Let us start also living even better than the West. Who's going to complain? Who is going to complain? Please, I beg you. Tell me one person who is going to complain because all of a sudden your housing has been improved. You have money for food. You have money for your basic creature comforts. For the first time, you and your 4 children are sleeping on a mattress. Who is going to complain? Please, we beg you. We cannot sit there and wait for the West to come and save Africa. And listen, when you are scared about the West invading Africa, if the West wanted to bomb and invade Africa, they'd have done it a long time ago. You think they can come and drop that their useless nuclear weapon and spoil all the resources down there? The West would have massacred Africa a long time ago. Africa. All we need is Africa. All we have is Africa. And that's all we need. The West, all our fears of them coming to take over truly, if they wanted to do it, they would have done it a long time ago. Look at how they're even doing each other in the West, Russia and Ukraine. If they wanted us, and if they really come and just bomb us and take it, they would have done it a long time ago, okay? So stop the
Right.
fear. Stop the fear. Look, Abraham, look, listen, we need continental coup d'etat. Africa's
Right.
individual coup d'etats, we need to be united fast. We need to be under the same regime, and we need to be secure. We are too vulnerable. World War III is here, and we are the most vulnerable people, but yet the richest and the most blessed people. How do you think you're going to destroy all your water bodies, right? And sit in it and be blessed? You will be cursed.
That
That's
is
why
so
everything
true.
gets in trouble. You can that is spirit. That is spirit. Water is spirit. Water is life. Every
Mm.
African who was born in Africa, if you don't know anything at all and you've been so colonized, at least you know that water is spirit. Why do you
Right.
think black people are so scared of water? Because of colonization. That is how are you going to destroy your water and sit in it? And look, when people blame the government, you have to understand the government is the Ghanaian. We gave birth to the Ghanaian and the government. We raised the Nanado. We birthed Nanado. We raised him and we brought him up to be that. So every Ghanaian who sits in Ghana right now, it doesn't even just go on your knees and pour libation for your ancestors, even just for the spoiling of the water. We are joking. We better pray Abraham Tuari come and take over us because we are in serious trouble. Yeah.
Hello, Reparations. Can you hear me? I'm back again, family. Welcome again to Let's Pop with Iritan. And today's conversation was reparation with the one and only reparation. A little bit of technical issue right there, but we'll be definitely back again with it. Before reparation will definitely join us for a bit. We were talking more about the governance of Ibrahim Turin, the fact that he literally or basically did launch free land distribution for Burkina Faso. Before we move forward, remember you can download our app on the Google Play Store, stream on www.blackhotfirenetwork.com, and also you can get amazing healthy supplements and also apparel clothing with the Black Hot Fire Radio logo on it. Before I move forward with the conversation, kindly let's listen in to the health and benefit of multivitamin.
Fuel your body with complete multivitamin, the perfect balance of essential nutrients for daily health and wellness. Carefully formulated from natural ingredients, our multivitamin packs vitamins A, C, D, E, plus key minerals like zinc and magnesium to support your immune system and boost energy. Just one tablet a day is all you need. Take it with water and feel the difference as prescribed by your healthcare provider. Stay active, stay strong, stay ready with Complete Multivitamin, your daily dose of vitality. Complete Multivitamin, simple, powerful nutrition. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition store.
For a super affordable price right there. We also have the likes of ashwagandha, aloe cool cucumber soap for the ladies, and also the sheer butter to give you that beautiful glowing skin and basically to help you with your hair growth. I was having a conversation with Reparation, who's super empowering in regards to her awakening and the fact that we should definitely be fearless and reclaim and take back everything that has been eroded from us. This is a lady, or basically this is her on this video, which got 172,000 views literally on YouTube. And she was basically calling for Ibrahim Traore literally to come and take over Ghana.
Ghana, Africa must unite and hands up to Traore. We love positive coup d'etat. Nobody in Africa or Burkina Faso has a problem with Ibrahim Traore doing coup d'etat. Some of us in Ghana are praying that he will take over Ghana too. Because if truly we are united, Burkina is Ghana, Ghana is Burkina. Ibrahim Traore, we love you. Continue what you are doing. Come and take over Ghana. Close the borders, the embassies, foreign companies, and collect reparations.
That's how the spirit of Ibrahim Traore is literally affecting a lot of people out there. He is a light for so many to emulate, for so many to actually gain their confidence back. And it's basically time for us to step into our power and understand we have a heritage to basically reclaim.
Before you kick them out, these people, don't waste your pride and dignity on them. Don't pay any more bills. Touch them. Close the borders. Demand reparations and kick them out of Africa once and for all. Africa. Hey, good to see you here. Yeah. Good to see you. Traore. Africa.
And as we've been talking about this each and every time, it's because he's done basically a lot of things, or basically his achievement that
Windy Whiteside.
many Africans,
Hands off Traore.
sorry about that, have never done. That's Reparation out there protesting and calling out for Ibrahim Traore to basically take over Ghana.
Ghana, Africa must unite and hands off Traore. We love positive coup d'etat. Nobody in Africa or Burkina Faso has a problem with Ibrahim Traore doing coup d'etat. Some of us in Ghana are praying that he will take over Ghana too. Because if truly we are united, Burkina is Ghana, Ghana is Burkina. Abraham Traore, we love you. Continue what you are doing. Come and take over Ghana. Close the borders, the embassies, foreign companies, and collect reparations before you kick them out. These people, don't waste your pride and dignity on them. Don't pay any more bills. Touch them. Close the borders. Demand reparations and kick them out of Africa once and for all. Africa. Hey, good to see you here. Yeah. Good to see you. Traore. Africa. Africans.
I feel so motivated watching this video. Yes, General Mosquito, that's reparation on that video, which has 172,000 views on YouTube. It shows you that the awakening has already started and people are basically taking back their place as we move forward with Ibrahim Turo's video on how he's basically launching free land distribution for Burkina Faso.
Foreigners can no longer buy land. Not now, not ever. They can apply for leases, of course. 18 years if short-term, 99 if strategic. But the ground itself, untouchable. And here's what makes it even more revolutionary. Burkinabe citizens aren't just the preferred buyers, they're the only buyers. This isn't just about foreign companies. It's also about confronting the quiet inequality within the nation's borders, where the wealthier elites could hoard thousands of hectares while peasant farmers beg for a plot the size of a blanket. Now, every citizen has an equal claim, not to ownership, but to opportunity. And opportunity is the point. Because for too long, land reform has meant doing circles, passing papers, hosting conferences, issuing declarations no one enforces. What Burkina Faso has done is remove the middleman. The state becomes the custodian, not the auctioneer. Because when land is treated like a product, it always ends up in the hands of those who have the most money, not the most need. And that's exactly what's happened across the continent. Massive plots sold to foreign entities for peanuts, while locals are pushed out of their villages for development they never asked for.
Pay any compensation. The new law repeals the Apartheid-era Expropriation Act of 1975 and sets out how organs of the state may acquire land in public interest for varied reasons.
This law shuts that pipeline down. Cold. Now imagine you're a multinational company eyeing West African territory. You've got money, you've got influence, but you're told no matter what you offer, you will never own this land, ever. That's not just inconvenient, it's paradigm shattering. The business world calls it hostile, but Burkina Faso calls it healing. A return to something more sacred than legal contracts, the bond between people and land that existed long before colonization turned African soil into an international commodity. And if you think this is just about farmland, think again. It's about urban expansion, mining zones, energy corridors, forests, rivers, sacred grounds, everything. Because in the eyes of this new law, land isn't just a resource, it's a trust. And that trust has been broken for far too long.
Also, land is your identity. Land is your identity. When someone takes your land away from you, it's a different story, honey.
Of course, critics have already sharpened their knives. Some call it reckless, a policy that will scare away investment. Others call it unconstitutional, as if constitutions written under colonial pressure have any moral high ground. But Traore doesn't flinch, because he knows the real threat isn't that capital will flee, It's that people might finally stay on their farms, stay in their communities, stay connected to the land without fear that it'll be taken, flipped, or
And
sold.
also, our land defines who we are. And when people really stay and they take over their land that has been actually stripped away from them, it will bring Ubuntu back. It will bring Ubuntu back. It will bring the gathering of the African communities back. And with that, we see a force coming together to actually bringing back the Ubuntu spirit. And that's what we need, the support of our brothers and sisters. We need to come together without any fear because it is an illusion. Actually, we should strip off the cloth of fear and actually walk with confidence, understanding that literally we're standing on fundamental truth, taking back everything that has been taken away from us or literally eroded away from us. How are you doing, Reparation? Welcome back again. Before we wind up, I definitely love you to conclude with this beautiful, beautiful conversation that you started with us. I'm so sorry. We just had a little technical issue on our end, but we're back at it here on the Black Hot Fire Radio Network. Can you hear me, Reparations? I believe you're also having a technical issue on your end, but you can definitely come back again. If you can be able to hear me right away, I was sharing a video of Ibrahim Tourid and the fact that he launched free land distribution for its citizens is a beautiful, beautiful thing to see. And it's a beautiful thing for a lot of African leaders to emulate because you raise the confidence of your citizen. But this is where the conflict or where there's no balance at all because the leaders we do have, they don't have the awakening spirits, they don't actually care about you and me, so they don't have the motivation that you do have to basically reclaim back your land, reclaim back your heritage, and basically walk into your full power, understanding that you're walking on fundamental truth. But with Ibrahim Toure, he's actually been able to basically erode the fear that a lot of Africans had for the longest. He's actually raising the spirit of a lot of Africans to believe in themselves again, to basically fight and reclaim everything that truthfully belongs to them. We just needed a leader, a spirit like his to actually let us know that it's possible because most times or for the longest many did not believe it's possible. We have a lot of Pan-Africanists who talked about this day to come. P.L. Lumumba, Dr. Africana Chihombori. We also do have Dr. Natalie Dam. We have a lot of people who've basically been talking about this day, and it's literally happening because it has to happen, because nature has to come back to its natural source. So it's up to us, as I always say, in your own way, in your own position that you're in your own calling or gifts or talent, to actually step into your African power and heritage and basically walk this journey with us because the time is now to actually reclaim back your heritage, walk into your full power, understanding that you are redefining Africa as you redefine yourself. But you're literally winding up this beautiful afternoon. Remember the good conversation. I hope you had a good intake with reparations with me because the topic has been reparations with the one and only reparation on Let's Pop with Iritan. You can download our app on the Google Play Store, stream on www.blackhotfirenetwork.com for amazing healthy supplements, apparel clothing with the Black Hot Fire Radio logo on it. And also, you can kindly follow us on all the social media platform, YouTube, Rumble, everywhere to basically get all the updates that we are always here to give you. Remember, it's an awakening. Remember, you are the change you need to see in the world. And also, before I definitely close, I'm going to share some of the supplements we do have on our website to give you an image of what we definitely do have for you. Remember, as we are actually on this journey, we need to be healthy, we need to be strong because it's a long journey, honey, to basically reclaim back our power, reclaim back our land. Our minds need to be literally really be receptive to everything that we are processing. So let's listen in to the health and benefits of ashwagandha.
Discover the natural power of ashwagandha, an ancient herb known for its healing properties. For over 3,000 years, ashwagandha has been trusted to reduce stress, increase energy, and improve focus. Our ashwagandha is carefully grown, harvested, and processed to retain its maximum potency. Each root is hand-picked and dried, then ground into a pure organic powder, ensuring the highest quality. Simply mix 1 teaspoon into your favorite beverage or take it in capsule form as prescribed by a healthcare professional. Whether you're looking to balance your stress levels, boost your immune system, or enhance mental clarity, ashwagandha offers a natural solution. Experience the benefits of ancient wisdom backed by modern science. Trust nature. Trust ashwagandha. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
$3.90. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. General Mosquito, Reparation, Mr. Newsom. We're going to continue this conversation, hopefully next week, with reparations in the building. But remember, you are the change you need to see in the world. Have a beautiful, phenomenal weekend. Take care. And I'm sending you so much love and light this beautiful, beautiful afternoon.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Here is Andrew Robinson, your Jamaican brother, all in Switzerland. And I'm reaching out to all of my brothers and sisters on the African continent. You're tuning into Black Hot Fire Radio, and you're listening
You're now listening to the best music.
Feel the freshness.
You're now listening to the best music. 1 hour of the hottest tracks and coolest mashups of the moment.
Feel the freshness.
And family, don't forget to go and check out Reparations video on YouTube as she calls for Captain Ibrahim Toure to come and take over Ghana. Congratulations, girl, on that. Keep at it.
Telling me what do you want me to give you? My God, what is it that we do? Telling me how can you feel me? Telling me how can you feel me?
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Here is Andrew Robinson, your Jamaican brother, all in Switzerland. And I'm reaching out to all of my brothers and sisters on the African continent. You're tuning into Black Hot Fire Radio.
You're now listening to the best music. 1 hour of the hottest tracks and coolest mashups.